Everyone knows the story, the celebrations that we have had over the last week, but only a few know of the journey that we have gone through in building and coming to the place that we are in today. Living Life, the idea began way back in 2005. And up until 2019, we were a in-house programming trainers wherein we used to be invited and we used to go and deliver programs and sessions only inside a closed group environment, be it corporates, be it schools or colleges. But it was limited to the environment that we were involved in. And that's where late in 2019, we decided to go open because we wanted a message to be sent across to the wider world and to the open world. So we began with the first Speak Up Club competition that we launched exactly 1 year ago in November 2019, where we invited people or kids to come and participate in a competition where they can speak out. So we had that competition 1 year ago. And that's where we began with this journey of taking living life to the open world. And like they say, life happens, and 2020 happened. Let alone going an extra mile, we could not envision even thinking of accomplishing what we had in store for the 2020 plans that we had. It all was shredded to papers and shredded and broken down at the start of 2020 in March because COVID came in, lockdown came in, and because we had planned for a lot of in-house programs or open programs, it was all shut. And that's when me and Pragya, both of us got together and decided that we cannot let this drain die down and let this opportunity that we have while we are not working or we are enclosed in our homes. We decided to attend online meetings and see how this world operates. Until then, we have not had a one single even session or counseling session or a training program online. And that's where we had a biggest challenge, not just in reaching out to the wider world in the online space, but also in dealing and delivering programs online because you can't see people. Half our cameras closed. You can't react, understand their reaction. You can't sense their understanding or not. And that's where we had to learn both the things, not just the technology part of it, wherein how Zoom operates or how to reach out to people in the online world and all those things, but also on how to deliver speeches to you only. And that's what made the difference. We, over the 2 months after lockdown on March 23rd, over 2 months, we attended meetings across the globe in Toastmasters. We attended over 60 meetings in that frame and understood the nitty-gritties of both the technology and how to deliver the programs online. And that's where on 23rd May, the first Speak Up Club program was launched with a lot of hiccups, with a lot of doubt, with a lot of inhibitions of how and what we'll be doing and where is it the future lies in this. But we did launch it. And that's where what followed was the different challenges that we faced. We faced two different types of challenges. One, on the personal scale with regard to the technology. We had challenges of bandwidth. Nobody knew how to operate Zoom. We had Zoom bombing wherein we never knew which people came into the meeting, which people left. We could not control the meetings. We had challenges of power cuts. So challenges like that with regard to the technology came in. But more importantly, the challenges which we faced were of the personal scale. Like you all have already experienced, equally as you all, we also experienced no maid in house, all the work to be done by us, two young kids at home, and you never know during a session when the kid popped up. I remember one of the early sessions where we were doing a session on passion, unwinding passion. We had a younger one wake up in between the session, and Pragya was having the kid in her lap and she was delivering the session. So that was one of the experience, a moment where I could say that's what talked about our passion. We had situations where we had COVID infected in our family. The wider family, we are a big family of 50 members over, and we had through a period of 3 months, over 15 to 16 people hospitalized or with the positive cases, and many cases to the extreme of closer to seeing death. And despite all these things, we were still holding up and not a single break given in even one Saturday. There was a time when my dad was in ICU on a Thursday night, and here I was on a Saturday night delivering a session because of the passion that we have. So that's how this world grew and built And as I told earlier also, we did not have a repository of programs. Each program has been delivered and designed just 1 week or 2 days before the program is to be delivered. So different ideas with regard to what to be done and how it is to be done, those were all developed and designed as we went on. We brought out ideas, we discussed with a lot of people. Thanks to a lot of people who joined in with our mission, with our idea, with regard to Rabia or Uma ma'am or Kirti, who were helpful to us in the programs that we have done, like the Speak Up Challenge. They became a part of this community and they became more like a family. So all I would say, one more element as a part of this journey in the personal trauma that we experienced was the loss of my grandmother. So on 20th, exactly 4 months ago, we lost our grandmother to COVID. And that was another painful journey that we had to go through. And despite all these things, we just moved on and continued this journey. So all I would say, the takeaway from this experience that we have had are three things. First, COVID has prepared the market for online presence. Earlier, it was a situation where you never knew who would be ready as a student or as a marketplace to take up or come to attend programs like this. Today, a kid as young as 6-year-old, my son, while he's attending Zoom session, he comes and gives me suggestions that you're on mute. Please unmute yourself. That's how the comfort of technology has come into the lives of people, and that's where the market has opened up. Here we have Chetan also again, who's one person who's got into the online teaching, and he has expanded because COVID has prepared the market. Second thing, adversity is a challenge. But if you look at every adversity, it's an opportunity. And the word challenge has the answer to what you have to do. Take off a few letters and you'll find the word change. We were in our comfort zone of the physical space, and that's where when we began and accepted this is the reality and this is the future, we transformed ourselves to the future and we got ready for this world. And that's where, as we changed, we saw the adversity as an opportunity. And finally, the last thing and the most important thing, planning is a great place to start. It's a great place to start because it gives you a picture of what is it that you're going to do. But more importantly is the fact of how you respond to every situation and every element that changes in your plan. That's where your real skill comes into the picture, and you can deliver only when you're able to respond in the elements which are variable in your plan. And as they say, all I often say to people after this journey of 25th Saturday is, while I was staring at the closed door of meetings closing and COVID coming in and lockdown happening, I did not realize God had broken down the walls surrounding this door. That door is still intact, closed, locked up, and sealed. We never know when you're going to meet up in the physical space again. But this opportunity has opened up the doors and broken down the entire walls of the entire world. This community that you're seeing today is a result and an example and testimony for that. Over 350 people, unique people, have attended our meetings over the last 6 months, with a diverse community from as young as Vagisha, who's 7 years old, or even Sia, who's 3 years old, has attended our meetings, and someone as old as 74, 75, where we have Goel Saab, who's attended our meetings. So that's the community that we have built, wherein diverse people come in and experience the joy of learning from each other. We are not the coaches here. We are just facilitators, and each one coming onto this platform is providing us an opportunity to learn, and for each one of you all to learn from different and diverse thought process, not just places, but also from other countries. We have had people from London, we have had people from Kuwait, Bangladesh join in our meetings, and I'm so proud to say, I feel so proud that me and Pragya and each one of you all have built this community and made it what it is. So all I would say, thank you for being a part of it and making Speak Up Club what it is, because, as I always say, Ubuntu, we are because you are.